So the third database that we're looking at is World Advertising Research Centre, or WARC. This is an industry standard database, so companies and organisations across the world will use it as a benchmark for their own marketing practice. It provides access to its main, the main bulk of it is case studies. So case studies on award-winning marketing campaigns that can be used, as best practice for other companies. But it does have other information on it as well. Expert analysis on marketing topics. It has some Euromonitor content on it. Euromonitor is another company, a bit like MarketLine, so it has some content there as well, and it has Euromonitor company profiles in the following industries. I've listed the industries there if that's helpful.
Really useful, and again, there's so much here that, again, what we search for, I think, as academics or as innovators, is this kind of breadth of resources, right? And what you're saying is, there's company reports, not only within these databases, but there's different types of company reports and different types of information that you can kind of pull together to get a picture of these people, right? It's not like you can have one report that's going to tell you everything. You can dig, you can dive, and the stuff that we did with Marika in terms of kind of really querying the database and digging in. Again, this is just showing that breadth that you've got and the kind of possibilities you have to kind of pull this data in and make something of it yourself. Okay,
so the third database is WARC, the World Advertising Research Centre. So I'll just scroll down the screen to get to that one from the management guide. Here it is, and we'll go straight into it. But it's much like Mintel, that's just got a simple search. You can do an advanced search on it, but I'm just going to stick with a simple search for now, and do wearable technology.
And again, these are industry standard, aren't they? They're used by companies. You know, when you come out of university, this isn't a university-based resource. This is something we're buying into as a kind of commercial resource. Absolutely,
yeah. That's definitely the case for Mintel and WARC, I would say, and the reports you get on on Business Source Complete by MarketLine as well. So, okay, wearable technology, search results. You've got a range of different results here, but let's just we'll just filter to case studies because that is the main kind of area that WARC is known for. So if we just go into the first case study, for example, it will always give you, so it's only the only case studies that are listed in here are award-winning campaigns, so it will always give you the award that it won, and then you've got a summary of what the campaign did, and then this, you get a very in-depth, I mean, actually, I like this, they say 3-minute read, but I don't know, maybe I'm a slow reader, but this will take
I doubt that.
a lot more than 3 minutes, because you've got, the background, so that, their situation analysis, objectives, any kind of, any images that were used in the campaign or videos, they will link to those.
And again, opens up more possibilities. The director, you can look at other work they've done, you look at the agency, you look at how they work, you can consider what the award ceremony is, who awards those, are they legitimate awards, so much in here. And the lookbooks as well, man, wow. Yeah. So if you don't know, lookbooks are literally books full of images, colours, palettes, things that kind of give you the sense of what this campaign is. This is unbelievably rich. Again, it slightly blows my mind. I hadn't seen this.
And the other thing as well, that it does, as well as commercial marketing, so marketing campaigns from commercial companies, they do cover charities as well. So yeah, you can, I think, try and remind myself, maybe in the categories section, non-profit, public sector and education. So if that's,
yeah, and also I suppose once you start to kind of think about the the kind of the awards that are given, because there probably will be NGO charity awards specifically, but also even within these, once you start to understand the agencies and you start to understand the kind of charities that are doing this work, you get a sense of how to look for them as well. So I think one of the things I've been really interested in through all these talks there is when you say, you know, I kind of know this, right? This is a craft. There is no exact way of doing this. The only way you get better is by doing it. You know, I spent 6 years on my PhD digging into these, and there's so much I don't know that this is fascinating. So again, I suppose having a sense and digging into these things give you a practice that then allow you to look in different and new ways, which means new knowledge, which means more innovation.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and yeah, I always say searching and finding information, you know, it's not a science, or it's not, you know, it's a, yeah.
It's a craft. I really think
Yes.
it's both. It's a craft as well as a, you know, very exact science. It's both.
Yeah,
Because it's people and we're looking for ideas. So fundamentally,
yeah.
I love that.
And you can, you can have a scientific approach in terms of keywords and so
Oh.
on, which you need, but yeah, and there's a lot of movements. Okay.
Unsaid knowledge. I think that's what you're describing there. That's why it's hard to say. It's unsaid knowledge. It's things you build by using the tools and the kind of processes. You end up with something that's a practice, which is this rich ability to look for things. And we talk a lot about design practice. We talk a lot about, I don't know, research practice, but actually this is a practice in itself, right? This kind of library searching and knowledge sourcing.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay, so that's the main aspect of WARC. Just to say, they do have journal articles as well, and their own. I think they have their own kind of articles that their analysts, that all their experts write as well. So you can look at those too. But those, that's the main overview of WARC. Oh, you're on mute.
Cool. I'll stop it there. We can trim it there. Thank you so much, man. Like, again, this is so invaluable. I was saying to Marika, what I'm trying to do this year is use this stuff in my teaching. Like, it's a weekly thing. We set them as a thing. End of the term, I want to kind of pull it together and see what works. And then we can kind of go, look at the brilliant thing we did. Give us some money. Make us do stuff. You know, because this is just, I mean, it might not, but that's always my approach at universities. Record stuff, do it. Get a kind of a little thing. So we're like, well, look, we've got a 7-week course, and, you know, not course, 7 weeks set of resources or whatever. And then I want to look back at it and see how it worked, what happened, maybe write a paper as well. So I'll talk to you about that later. But I just basically want to do a test for this, see what works, see what doesn't. Because I'm really excited by it. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I've got to run. I've just got another meeting straight away. But thank you. I will send you everything when it's ready to have a look. Maybe have a quick check through if you want, just check you're happy. But probably tomorrow I'll get those up. But thank you. And anything I can do on your side, even if it's just writing something to say you worked with me, how brilliant it was, let me know, because I know I'm taking quite a lot. No. I know I'm taking a lot of your time up with this, so I really appreciate it. That's all.
Okay. Fine.
You know, no job too small, man. I really, or big, just let me know, because this is really changing stuff this term. So I really appreciate it.
It's been good for me because it's obviously I use these databases all the time, but I felt like I really needed to just go back in and research, make sure, especially the background, and so it's been good. Yeah.
It's really clear, but again, anything I can do, even if it's just a testimonial, say how brilliant this work was working with you across the library and blah blah blah. You know, I know all that stuff's useful, so let me know. Okay. Cool. All right.
Okay.
See you later.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye. I'm just going to stop recording. Wreck anything.